According to the U.S. Department of Education, the total cost of a 4-year college degree in the year 2030 will be more than $200,000, and starting to save early can help, and knowing the ins and outs of the CollegeAmerica 529 is important. Stephanie Bard is a financial advisor with Bayport Credit Union. She's here to guide parents through this savings plan. I can't get over that 200,000 number.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yes, because I have 2 little ones.
It's so intimidating.
Yes, it is,
well,
very.
I'll tell you some ways to cut costs, and then we'll move in talking about the 529 plan. In-state, try to keep your child in-state if you can, because costs really are significantly reduced if you do. Also, there's a 2+2 program. You know, you can go to first 2 years to a community college and greatly reduce the cost. Then the child can transfer to a 4-year school for the last 2 years. So that is something that also to consider. But the 529 savings plan is a gradual savings that hopefully will lessen the burden of coming up with a lump sum when college time arrives. So I think it's really important that people know about this. Little increments can be put away at a time.
So tell us about this plan, because you know, you hear about it, but how does it work, and you know, how much money is it that you're putting into it?
Well, those are good questions. Now, I will tell you this. Virginia partners with American Funds. American Funds is a mutual fund company located right over here in Norfolk. So we use American Funds, mutual funds, to help save. Small amounts go in. You don't have to do large lump sums. But what's neat about this is you can actually have a state write-off on your income taxes up to $4,000 a year.
So a deduction.
A deduction, you got it. And what's really awesome is, let's say that I want to put money into your 529 plan. Well, you get the deduction on your income, not me, because I'm putting into an account that you own. So I think a lot of folks should take advantage of that and help reduce their taxable income for state. That's really nice. And again, anyone can contribute. And there can be a lot of different 529 plans for the same child.
So every birthday, just to donate to our 529.
I do have grandparents and parents who do that. Absolutely. It helps reduce. You know, we're trying to build that savings account through the use of markets, mutual funds, and of course additional savings every year. Another really great thing is these funds can be used for just about anything that's college related. Tuition, obviously, school books, mandatory fees, and even things called supplies, required supplies. Nowadays, laptops, or I guess the little pads are required.
The tablets.
The tablets, they'll pay for that. You have to prove to the IRS what these fees are going toward, because you just can't say, oh, I'm going to go use this $2,500 and go buy a bicycle for your child. The IRS wants to make sure they know what you're using these fees for, so they can keep track. And obviously, if there's a withdrawal penalty if you don't use it for the right thing.
So if you're putting money into the 529, can you only access it once your child reaches a certain age? Are there penalties?
If you don't use the funds for qualified school expenses, then there is a penalty of 10%. And a really great thing is, too, the earnings on this account do grow federal tax-free, so you're not paying any income tax on the earnings. Yes, but if you don't use the funds for school, there's going to be tax implications as well as a penalty. But basically, the child, there is no age limit. Matter of fact, this covers graduate schools, undergraduate, trade schools, professional trainings. It covers a lot of different
because you might not know what your child's going to want to do in 17, 18 years. Now, are there limits to how much you can put in?
Absolutely, yeah, there is. Now, there is a lifetime limit, which I haven't yet defined anyone who's met this, but it's $350,000.
That would cover a lot.
Yeah, it would cover a lot, especially with the cost, in the year 2030. Also,
what's your yearly limit that you can put in?
$14,000 per person. So I can put $14,000 in, someone else can put $14,000 into your account, which is, it can add up over time.
Definitely
so definitely take advantage of that. One thing I also want to make sure that if your child decides not to go to school or use these funds for their education, someone else in your family can use these funds, which is really nice. So you pass the benefits on to a family member who, so that way you're not paying
penalties. It's transferable in case that person's not able to use it.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's great information, Stephanie. For more information, stop by any of the Bayport Credit Union locations across Hampton Roads. You can also log on to bayportcu.org. Thanks for being here.
Thanks.